Hello YouTube, my name is Awesome Elf, and today we're going to go through my top 10 list of most hated Pokemon. Can you dig it? Oh god, I'm sorry. Okay, that was well deserved, okay. Alright, fine. However, before we get started on that, I have just a few things I would like to say. First, Pika Boy, I'm sorry you didn't talk to me before the week was up, so you didn't claim your Pokemon. So the Shiny Graveler is going back up for another contest because of that. So I'm sorry. However, I did say that in previous videos about a week within this, like this Friday was the deadline, and I even linked in all my videos about Pokemon contests except for like updates, I think. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like any contest announcements that I've made, I was able to link how to send and receive emails through the YouTube messaging system. Also, there's just right there when you follow the instructions on how to go to your inbox, there's also another tab saying inbox. So, I mean, really, those are the two ways to get there, and you didn't do it. And I'm left with a Graveler, you left without a Graveler, and now I have to redo a contest. Yay! Anyhow, another thing about this list, no bug Pokemon. None. Niet. Nine. Because, I'm sorry, they'd fill up the list over and over and over again. They will just fill up the list because there's only like, 5, 10 at best of bug Pokemon that are usable. Not counting that fire bug flying thing. The big one, the one from Unova, the larva thing with wings. Anyhow, now onto the honorable mentions list before I get started on the main list. Ditto, because I'm sorry, before the creation of Quick Powder, it left you open for an attack, giving the opponent a free turn, ultimately leaving you vulnerable, and most of the time knocking Ditto out or done serious damage, or giving the opponent time to charge up their attack, ultimately killing you. So you couldn't really use Ditto other than breeding up until the invention of Quick Powder. Now, with that, you can actually use Ditto in battle. However, I will hand it to Ditto. Now you can use him in the Masuda method because no matter which Pokemon is from a different region, as long as one of them is, you can have a higher chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Another Pokemon on the honorable mentions list is Unknown. Simply because they suck. Like, literally, they suck. You would think they would be so freaking cool because you see it in that movie with Entei, and you're like, oh my god, they're unknown. Their name is unknown. They're shaped like letters. They must do something. Yet, they don't. They just sit there with one move, and one move only, pissing you off. The third Pokemon on this, is Dunsparce. Dunsparce is a cool designed Pokemon. He makes you want to stay away from that tail. He looks like he should evolve into something because he reminds you of a larva, but he doesn't. His stats are stupid. He just sits there. Doesn't even help you breed. So, I mean, what's the point? Other than trolling people in the Wonder Trade. I mean, I'm just saying. So, now onto the main list. Okay, guys, coming in at number 1 is Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is a flying Pokemon from the first generation, which isn't bad, but his stats suck. I mean, the design is annoying, sure. I'm sorry, I just don't like him. To me, I think that leak would have gone bad by now or something. I mean, you shouldn't be able to chop trees with it. So overall, that and the fact that you had to chase that stupid Farfetch'd all through that forest and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or the original Gold and Silver versions, that just pissed me off even more. So, fuck you, Farfetch'd. I'm just saying. My middle finger salutes you. Coming in at number 2 is, again, sorry if I mispronounce any names on this list, is Ferret, Fraught, and Sentret. Sentret. You get the point! These two Pokemon are extremely cute, however, their stats suck. They do have a speed stat, but overall, they really don't do much damage, and they really aren't that effective in battle. So, I mean, really, At best, I hope to God they're great in contests with the upcoming Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire versions releasing contests again. They should hopefully have some use for them. Coming in at number 3 is Hoppip. 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 Hobbit. Whatever. That stupid pink thing with leaves on its head that just flies around. Does no damage whatsoever. Doesn't have any special moves. And evolves 2 more times into practically the same stupid version. Who wants that Pokemon? Raise your hand. And if you raise your hand, you're lying to yourself. Slap yourself. I'm just saying. Thank you. That Pokemon just pisses me off. Its very existence. I mean, at least Dunsparce had some advantage. What's the word I'm looking for? Some respect for himself in the community, not to create, have 3 versions of himself. I'm just saying, damn, Game Freak, damn. It's like they have an evil scientist in their lab sitting there thinking, how can we piss off the players today? I'm just saying, you get so many cool Pokemon with crappy stats, or crappy Pokemon in general, with no use, it gets frustrating. Really frustrating. Damn. Okay, coming in at number 4, we have Sunflora. Sunflora. Great. Okay, it's a nice design. For kids, it's a nice design, which it was, considering it was Generation 2. I mean, they really didn't think, at that point, I assume they didn't think adults would be playing this game. However, we do, and it's fun, and I love it. That's beside the point. Sunflora, I enjoyed as a child. I love sunflowers in general, because I planted them when I was younger. Don't ask. It was a garden. It was a school project. I chose sunflower seeds. Bada bing, bada boom. I love Sunflora. So anyhow, Sunflora is a great Pokemon, but with cruddy stats, mixed with the fact that it's a solid grass type, which means it's weak to a good portion of things, with no defense, attack, speed, evasion, or anything like that. Not even special abilities or moves. Yeah, Sunflora, sorry. I still love you. Anyhow, coming in at number 5 is Linoon. Linoon, gorgeous Pokemon. Gorgeous, majestic. Makes you think of the moon, because Linoon, and the fact that it's shaped pretty damn nice, matches with, crescent moons. I'm just saying. Cruddy stats, though. Really cruddy. I mean, really bad. You worked so hard to get Zigzagoon up there, and you think it's going to be such a badass Pokemon competitively and ultimately through the campaign. It's not. I'm surprised Mightyena made it to the Elite Four's Pokemon team. And speaking of which, Mightyena, great Pokemon. Same area as Zigzagoon. Great design. Looks badass. They're like polar opposites, for crying out loud. However, his stats suck. I mean, you can find them both in the same area. I mean, Zigzagoon wasn't that much of a cute Pokemon, but Poochyena certainly was. I mean, God, look at that cute little puppy face. Overall, they're both just... they feel bad. I feel bad for them. I mean, they're just bad stat-wise. I'm sorry. Can't talk. That's beside the point. Those 2 Pokemon need help. Coming in at number 7 is Pulse, Plessel, and Minum. Whatever. Those 2 Pokemon are horrible. I'm sorry, they are. They're incredibly obnoxiously cute. Let's just say that. There's cute, there's overdoing it cute, there's seductive cute, and then there is obnoxious cute that makes you want to pull a bullet in your brain. No suicide, please. I'm just saying, those 2 Pokemon fit right in that category. They're obnoxious, they have a move pool that support each other in double battles, but because of their stats, those don't do much. And the only thing you get to do is that stupid gimmick of having those 2 in a double battle. Outside of that, they're pretty much useless. Not even effective anywhere else, really. I mean, you can't use him in contests either. I mean, you can only use 1, but still. I'm just saying. You have so many other Pokemon with those same types of move pools, or at least those supportive move pools in double battles, with better stats that you can actually use. Why do you want to use those 2 pieces of cheery shit? Anyhow, moving on. Castform. I love that Pokemon. However, with Ditto, And Kecleon, and we'll get to Kecleon in a minute because he's coming in at number 9. Spoiler alert. Probably should have said that earlier. Cast form transforms depending on the weather. That's great. However, you have hail, rain, storm, rain dance, whatever, and sunny day. These 3 moves take up 3 spots on your move list. However, they also were kind enough to give you Weather Ball, which changed into whichever type was the weather. I mean, if it was sunny, it would change into fire. If it was rainy, it changed to water. Vice versa. It also changed the form of cast form and the type. And you don't even have to use that move. Like, it was just naturally sunny, rainy, or haily, whatever. It would transform. And it was cool. However, there's that speed thing I was talking about with Ditto again. And his stats, just overall, even if you were to train cast form and up his EVs, or whatever they're called, they suck. I mean, that's just it. Great idea. However, they dropped the ball when it came to cast form's stats. I'm just saying. Kecleon, as mentioned before, comes in at number 9. And, same reason. Horrible stats. However, his type change ability, which means when he gets hit by a fighting move, he changes to a fighting type. Gets by a fire move, he changes to a fire type, etc. This Pokemon has a horrible stats, which make it where even if you can survive hits with different types of Pokemon, he still wouldn't be able to land an effective blow. On top of that, those changes in his typing just happen. You don't get control over it. So that means if a Pokemon trainer has a Pokemon that knows moves that counteract each other, for instance, my Raichu knows an electric type move. If I hit him with the electric type move, then use my dig attack, he's gonna die. Like, bitch, please, you're dead. That's just it. His stats suck, and his type changing ability is more of a hindrance rather than a positive aspect of battling. Anyhow, moving on to number 10, and I know you're going to hate me for this. I know you're about to slam your fist through the computer. However, you're just going to have to deal with it. And see what I did there with the image? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, coming in at number 10, we have Mew. Okay, before you freak out, please remember that I did say this Pokemon list was comprised of Pokemon that I hated because they pissed me off or their stats were sucky. And Mew is one of those Pokemon, unfortunately, because I'm sorry, he's so hard to find. To my knowledge, you have to hack or wait for a special event, which last special event, to my knowledge, not really based on anything other than looking up through Google Images Mew and finding a little announcement, which could possibly be fake, I don't know, was with a Soul Silver and Heart Gold release of Mew. I didn't get Mew. I still don't have Mew. I want Mew. I still don't have it. It pisses me off. I love that Pokemon. It's cute. It's cuddly. It's funny. It's like my top cutest Pokemon. I'm sorry. That's just it. I saw him in the first Pokemon movie and I was hooked. And FYY, whatever. FYI, if you have a Mew you want to trade for a level 100 Unix, whatever that Pokemon is, I'm game. Like, I will give you that level 100 Pokemon for hell, a level 1 Mew, and I'll train him from there. I'm just saying, I want that Mew. So for me personally, I don't hack. They don't put them in the game. You have to wait for special events, which, God, are at random. In the end, you're, like, sitting there with no Mew. And morally, I don't like hacking because I feel it ruins the game. So that's my list of top 10 most horrible Pokemon. Please, don't shoot me or slap me again. I said don't slap me again! Damn it! Anyhow, the winner is going to be posted in the description below because I didn't pick the winner when I was recording this. Wow, I'm stupid. That's why I should always do everything before I record the audio, because I format these videos differently. But the winner's name is in the description, and I'll probably put like a little word bubble somewhere in this video letting you know, so that person, please respond to me within a week so you don't lose this shiny Amunish link in the description on how to receive and send messages. So I'll see you guys next time. Adios, mi amigos. Stay awesome.